Hello students, as you might be knowing that I have already posted one video on topic of compound interest for class 8th and ninth. But since I noticed that there is some problem in reading it because of the shining of the blackboard, so for your convenience I am again posting the video on the same topic of compound interest so that you will be able to understand it properly. Students, as compound interest, earlier we have studied in class 8 simple interest, and what is compound interest, this we are going to discuss here in class 9th. Simple interest, as it is said, it is calculated on original principal throughout the loan period irrespective of the length for which it is borrowed. What does it mean? That simple interest is always calculated on the fixed principal. That is, as you can see by an example I have tried to explain you, that principal suppose is rupees 200 and the rate is 10% and the time is 3 years. So what will the simple interest? We will apply the formula P into R into T upon 100 and the simple interest will come rupees 60. And while calculating the simple interest, the principal remains same for all years. Means if I am individually one by one after 1 year, for every year, for each year I am calculating it, in that condition also the principal will remain the same. So what will be the interest for each year? That is rupees 20. For 3 years the interest is 60 rupees. So for 1 year it will be rupees 20. And it will remain 20 for all the years, for first year, for second year and for third year also. And the principal also will remain the same. You will calculate the interest on the same principal, that is on 200 only, for first year also, for second year also, for third year also. If you are calculating it for each year, you will get interest 20 for the each year. Okay, and the same answer you will get as rupees 60. But this condition is not here in the compound interest. What does it say, compound interest? In this, when the interest which has become due at the end of certain fixed period is not paid to the money lender, but it is added to the sum lent. What does it mean? That while calculating the compound interest, the principal doesn't remain same for every year. But what happens? That whatever the interest you are getting for the first year, it is added to the principal for the second year. Okay, this I have explained you by one example. You can see here. Here the principal is rupees 200. Rate is 10% and the time is 3 years. Now for every year I am calculating the interest. See, for the first year I have taken principal 200, rate 10% and time 1 year. So what the interest I am getting for the first year? That is rupees 20. Now what will happen for the second year? The principal, what will the principal? Principal will 200 plus 20, means whatever the actual principal previous year, in that you will add the interest what you got. I am adding the interest, that is 220. Now this will be the principal for the second year. So now I will calculate the interest on this principal, that is on 220. You see, 220 into 10 into 1 upon 100. Here now you are getting rupees 22 as a interest for the second year. So you are noticing one difference. What? For the each year, with the passage of each year, the interest is increasing. But this condition was not there in simple interest. In simple interest, for each year the interest was same as rupees 20. But this condition is not here in compound interest. In compound interest, the interest is increasing every year. Why? Because the principal is increasing. Okay, we are adding the interest on the previous principal. Here see, for the second year the principal was 200. Now I want to calculate the principal for third year. Now what I have done, What was the principal for second year? I am adding interest to that. Interest of the second year to that. So now the principal for the third year is now 242. Now I will calculate the interest on this principal, you see. Now what is the interest I am getting? Now that is 24.2. So every time the principal is increasing. Why? Because as it is said earlier, when the interest which has become due at the end of certain fixed period is not paid to the money lender, but it is added to the sum lent. It is added to the sum lent. Whatever the money you have given, the principal was 200 earlier. So I am adding the interest to that. It became 220. Now I am calculating the interest on 220. Now for the principals for second year, I am calculating the interest on 242. So what are the interest I got for the third year? That is 24.2. You can see here. So what the difference I am noticing? That every year in the compound, while calculating the compound interest, every year the interest is increasing. Why? Because every year the principal is increasing. But here in simple interest, the principal remain constant for each year. That's why I got rupees 60. If you will calculate for each year also, so you will get 20 plus 20 plus 20. That will become 60 for 3 years. So it will be same 60 years. But 60 rupees. But here the total interest will be 66.2. You see, I am adding 20, then 22, then 24.2. So the total interest I got, the total compound interest I got in this is 66.2, where in the first condition simple interest I was getting rupees 60. So every year this compound interest will always be more than the simple interest. But for the first year, the compound interest will remain same as the simple interest. Here you see, simple interest is rupees 20. And here also is rupees 20. So for first year it will remain same. But as the time will pass, as the period will increase, the compound interest is going to increase every year. I hope students you have understood the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Now in the next lecture we will solve few problems based on these. Thank you.